Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag Good evening. The mission of the City School District of Albany is to educate and prepare all students for college and career, citizenship and life in partnership with our diverse community. Dr. Wilkins?
Good evening. Summer is flying by once again this year, and most of our summer school programs will be wrapping up tomorrow. The exception are our elementary Jumpstart program, which runs until August 11th, our special ed program, which runs until August 14th, and our Albany High Summer School program. That finishes August 15th. Summer Regents exams will be given on the following 2 days on the 16th and 17th. The back-to-school supply list for all of our schools are available at albanyschools.org. Visit our school page to download the list and get a head start to your shopping. You'll find the links at the top of each school's page. There are some great sales out there right now, so take advantage and stock up early. I want to give a shout out to our community engagement team, led by Kathy Edmondson, for organizing another wonderful summer celebration for our school district and community last month. The 7th annual Community Cookout and Information Fair in Crank Park drew an excellent crowd once again. I want to thank all of our partners for helping to make it a really great day, especially ShopRite of Albany and Mohawk Ambulance. I want to also give a shout out to Dr. Wilson Turner for going down there for that day, so thank you. ShopRite has been with us from the beginning and always makes sure that we have plenty of food for everyone to enjoy. Mohawk Ambulance was a new partner this year, and to add to the Safety Day components to the event, which went really well and were very well received. We look forward to partnering with ShopRite, Mohawk Ambulance, and all the other terrific community businesses and organizations who support the event again in 2018. We are moving forward in good shape to have our newest additions ready for the start of the new school year. Renovations are on schedule at Edmund J. O'Neill Middle School. Excellent, I love saying it. As we look forward to welcoming students to our new middle school in September. We are planning a new community celebration and a ribbon cutting event at O'Neill on Thursday, September 7th at 6 p.m. Family and community members will have an opportunity to come and check out our newest middle school. We are also looking forward to launching our newcomer program at North Albany Academy when the school year begins. We are planning a ribbon cutting ceremony and celebration there on Wednesday, August 30th. You can also stay tuned for a Times Union feature on the newcomer program later this month. And the staff of our Alternative Learning Center are in the process of getting settled in their new home at 395 Elk Street, the former West Hill Middle School, which will serve as a new home for our redesigned ALC programs beginning this fall. Principal Sophia Newell and her staff are planning a back-to-school block party to celebrate their new home. That will be held on Saturday, September 16th at noon. So please stay tuned for more information about all these community events. We hope everyone will come out to enjoy and join us in celebrating these great new exciting beginnings. And finally, a reminder that the 2017-18 school year begins for most of our students on Tuesday, September 5th. The exception is at Albany High, where the first day will be reserved just for freshmen to help them learn their way around and get comfortable with the building. The full student body will report to Albany High for the first day of classes on Wednesday, September 6th. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Wilkins. Ms. Tibbetts, do we have any public comment signups? No? Okay, seeing none, we're up to routine consent. Can I get a motion to accept routine consent, please? Dr. Chator, seconded by Ms. Smith. Any set-asides? Yes, me. The set-asides, do I talk to myself? I guess. The set-asides are the Hackett SEP and the Boys and Girls Club contract. So other than those, all those in favor of accepting routine consent except for those two items, which are, bear with me. They are D and F. And that is unanimous. Okay, can I get a motion to accept D, the SEP plan for William Hackett Middle School. Dr. Chator, seconded by Ms. Lang. Discussion. Okay. So the discussion is really just a question about the Tenet 6. And should I direct my questions to you, Ms. McKenna? Okay. Sure. So on Tenet 6, at D1, the plan that is listed in there talks about actually the creation of the plan over a year, over the current year. It'll be ready June 2018. But the plan seems to, I'm looking at my notes, but also trying to quickly get there. The plan seems to talk about a plan really to develop, to monitor and evaluate the engagement initiatives that are, and now these are my words, assuming that are being put in place across the year. So does that assume that there was actually a parent engagement plan that had as part of it new initiatives in response to the DITSI criticism of a lack of engagement? And the reason I ask is then if you go down to E1 on the same page, Tenet 6 is, I'm just fading in and out. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. Sorry, Andrea. No. I'll just see. Do you want me to move over to Ann's for? Oh. Okay. So when you look at E1, it looks like it seems to talk about an actual engagement plan. So I guess I'm just a little confused as to, are we talking about a plan to monitor initiatives? Are we talking about an actual engagement plan? Just help me on this.
Sure. So this was actually one of their goals for the 16-17 school year that was partially completed. So continue to work on that parent engagement plan and also monitor the activities that are included in that parent engagement plan. So it's twofold.
So approximately June 2018, will Hackett have created an actual parent engagement plan? And the reason I say that is only because since we don't work in isolation, thinking if it's a good plan and it works well, it's something that can be used in other places. So even though it's not articulated in that way, are they working on an actual plan that has components of it on how to engage the
Yes.
community and parents? Thank
Yes.
you so much. That was my only question. So any other discussion? All those in favor of accepting the SEP from Hackett? And that is unanimous. Can I get a motion to accept the Boys and Girls Club contract? Ms. Smith, seconded by Dr. Chator. Any discussion? Me again. The question I have is, so this is, and I won't venture a guess on how many years this is, maybe the fourth year of, something around that plus or minus, of the 21st Century grant, and I'm wondering, I don't know if that's Dr. Wilson-Turner for you, but I'm wondering if we have last year's measurable results from that. It's sort of a question I ask every year, and I apologize if it came to us already and I missed it.
I don't think they've come to you yet, but Paul is going to double check. It is, remember, this is the program that's evaluated outside the district, so I can double check with Ken Robin.
So I am aware that part of what is paid for out of the grant, and in fact, it's actually a separate contract, right, that we approve for the assessment.
Yes.
In my time here with 21st Century Grant, I don't know. I mean, I think we've seen a couple, but I really would like for us to be able to have the measurable results report before we have to vote on the next year's, because I just don't think it's good process, a good protocol for us to be voting on a following year, measurable results without the prior year's documents. I don't know how we achieve that, but I throw that out as something that this year I think we're going to work on, and I think it's important to do so that we don't keep letting out contracts without having that. Even if they do good work, we just need to have that in place to justify the funds we expend.
Yeah, and I appreciate your question.
Ms. Smith.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your question, and it just occurred to me, though, isn't this somewhat dependent upon the data that we don't have yet?
In
You know,
what way?
like ELA data and other
They
state
usually-
testing data?
Their program review is typically based on NWA conditional growth percentile,
Okay,
because that's
just
what,
that?
what
Okay.
SUNY Research uses, and it's the more sensitive measure that we discuss.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we have our CGP data for our SEP closeout report, so they should have this data for the program review. So I'll follow up with Eileen and Emma.
Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Assuming there's any other discussion, all those in favor of accepting the contract for Boys and Girls Club? And that is unanimous. That is the end of routine consent.
President Adler?
Yes, Dr. Wilkins.
Can I just have an introduction? We have on our honor to have Maria Callahan, who is the barely new appointed ASH principal. I'd like her to stand and for us to give her a round of applause. It's like. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome.
She's young and bright. We're ready. So,
We will take all the energy you have to give and more. Thank you so much, Dr. Wilkins. I believe we're into code of conduct now. We having just discussion, or are we going into presentation of any kind? Just discussion. Okay, so we did have a long presentation on the code of conduct. I know that I saw Carla here before if there's any questions, but should we just go to a motion? Well, I'll go over to a motion, then we'll open up for discussion if there's any questions. Can I get a motion to approve the code of conduct for this coming academic year? And Dr. Chator, seconded by Ms. Savage. Any discussion? Ms. Savage?
I just have one procedural question. Did we ever confirm whether we need to mail the physical, the entire copy? We did confirm that? Okay. We have to mail the whole thing and a short summary?
We have to mail the whole document,
Uh-huh.
and also a very short 2 to 3 page summary, and that's per the regulations.
Okay, and we also have to hand deliver that to every student of a certain age, is that right?
Secondary level.
Secondary, but not elementary. So the
Correct.
elementary students, we rely on the mail. Okay.
Right.
That's a few trees saved.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of the Code of Conduct 2017-2018? And that is unanimous. I'm now going to entertain a motion to enter into executive session for the purpose of a discussion of personnel disciplinary issues, matters concerning an existing contractual agreement, and legal matters. Can I get a motion? Ms. Savage, seconded by Dr. Chator. All in favor? Ms. Lang, are you in favor? Okay, that is unanimous to go into executive session. I see Ms. Roach is approaching, and unfortunately, there had been some confusion about where the meeting was held, so we do welcome her. We are now going to go into executive session. Is that the UN room? Yes. And that is unanimous. The only person missing is Ms. Lang.